This is an annual celebration, but this is only the second or third time that we're at this venue. So, can I please ask for your generous attention? I think the table back there is still quite excited because we can still hear a little noise from them. Everyone from table 3 and 4 and all those behind the scenes, can I please have your undivided attention? Okay, thank you very much. My name is Jocelyn Bernal, and I'm delighted to welcome all of you this evening for Philippine Independence Day Council Inc.'s official kickoff celebration for the 128th anniversary of Philippine independence. For 36 years, PIDCI has proudly preserved and promoted Filipino heritage here in New York City. Tonight, we're here gathered in unity and pride as we officially launched the celebrations leading up to the 2026 Philippine Independence Day Parade. So tonight, did you know I also looked up what is the meaning of soiree? Soiree, anybody? It's a gathering at somebody's home, an intimate one at that, where there's a little music and of course a generous serving of food. This is a perfect description of what tonight is all about. And so everyone, I hope you enjoy this evening because we have a wonderful presentation for you. But at this time, as is customary in our events, may I invite everyone to rise for the Philippine National Anthem and the Star-Spangled Banner. Please remain standing for the invocation to be delivered by Mariano Nonong Aquino, 2026 PIDCI Vice President.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin tonight's celebration, let us take a moment to pause and reflect. We ask for a moment of silence for 2025 Honorary Grand Marshal Brother Mike Ismael Jampayas, who was bid to rest light this morning. We gather here united by pride in our heritage and gratitude for the freedom we enjoy. Tonight marks the start of a journey toward the 128th anniversary of Philippine independence and the 36th year of Pidci's commitment to our community. Let us give thanks for the blessings of friendship, culture, and the opportunity to celebrate together. May this evening be filled with joy, harmony, and inspiration as we honor our past and look forward to a future of unity and progress. And as we begin this grand soiree, let us celebrate not only with words, but with hearts full of pride and a spirit ready to make this night unforgettable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please have a seat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and now I am delighted to introduce the individual who's responsible for putting together this fabulous event. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Grand Soiree Chairperson, none other than PIDC Director Matt Reyes.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And welcome to the Philippine Independence Day Council Incorporated Grand Soiree. To our special guests, Consul General Sinen Mangalile at ang kanyang butihing may bahay, past Grand Marshals, past Pidci presidents, illustrious brother knights of Rizal, community leaders, Pidci supporters, maraming salamat po. Good evening sa inyong lahat. Tonight, we come together to celebrate our kalayaan, our kultura, and the strong spirit of unity that bind us as Filipinos. This evening is not only a celebration of our past, but also of our shared future as community. We are especially honored tonight to welcome the 2026 PIDCI Independence Day Parade Grand Marshals. Kayo po ay inspirasyon sa aming lahat. Symbols of leadership, service, and pagmamalaki sa ating pagka-Filipino. We look forward with excitement as you lead us toward the 2026 Independence Day Parade. Maraming salamat po to our organizers, sponsors, volunteers, and to everyone here tonight for your continued support and presence. Mabuhay ang kulturang Pilipino, mabuhay ang ating komunidad, and once again, welcome and enjoy the evening. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much. Maraming salamat, Matt Reyes, one of our chairpersons this evening. And now, we are so delighted that this individual has never missed an opportunity to be one with us. I think you might know who I'm talking about, because 2 years ago, he took his new role here in New York City, much to the delight of all of us. He is, of course, the Honorable Consul General Senenti Mangalile. He is a career diplomat with the Department of Foreign Affairs since 1997. He served as Consul General and also held many key posts in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Previously, he served as the Assistant Secretary in the Office of Consular Affairs. He remains a strong partner to the Filipino-American community, committed to celebrating our heritage and advancing collaboration across the regions. Friends, please give a New York City welcome to none other than Consul General Sinan T. Mangalile!
Thank you, Jocelyn. If I can only have 1/4 of the energy of Jocelyn, then probably I'd have a side gig as MC in a lot of events. But I leave it to the pros, as my father always counseled me. So good evening to everyone, and I'm delighted to be here. I'm here as Consul General of the Philippines in New York, and I believe the position comes with the title of Honorary Advisor of Pidci. That's why I am delighted to be with you here together with my wife, Yen Mangalile. We are always amazed at the level of commitment and the level of teamwork that is evident in all Pidci activities. And so I am honored to be joining you all tonight. Happy New Year! It's a new year. It's a new cycle for Pidci on its 36th year. And it's a new leadership. Well, new and not so new, because the president is Leah. We've always had Leah Frame, president. Of course, we've always had, especially during the parade, Sir Nongski Aquino as the Vice President. And of course, thank you for the warm words of welcome, Director Matt, for who is the what we call in Bulacan, punong abala for this event. Punong-puno pa ng abala, pero he takes it all in stride. So it's a new year, it's a new cycle, a new leadership for Pidci. But the mission remains the same. The mission remains the same. And I think if I would say just 3 of the missions of the actions of Pidci for being the beacon of Independence Day Parade in this part of the United States, where the biggest celebration outside of the Philippines of the anniversary of Philippine independence happens. The mission is threefold. 1, we celebrate our identity. We go out on the streets of Manhattan to show New York, the rest of the United States and Canada, and the rest of the world who watch us online and on news channels, that we are proud of our Filipino identity. That we have never forgotten where the family is from. That we have not forgotten the lessons imparted to us by those who blazed the trail ahead of us. So we celebrate our identity, including Philippine and Filipino-American history. That's the first thing that we do. That's why we're not just walking there. It's fun to walk on the streets of Manhattan, especially if the weather is like this. But in June, but we do that because we celebrate our identity. Second, we promote our culture through showcasing our festivals back home, inviting local governments to participate, showcasing the talent of the Filipino community here. It's the songs, the dances, the music, the food at the end of the parade, and all those products that are being offered. That is one way of celebrating and promoting our culture. And the third thing that we do is we highlight the massive contribution of our diaspora to the fabric of American society. We are not here as a burden to the Americans. We are here because we contribute, we work hard, and we contribute a lot not only to their economy, but to their identity as well. America is great because of its diversity, and 4.5 million people of that diversity is Filipino. So that's why we go out on the streets. That's why a lot of us, join the parade. At the end of the parade, they come running, changing t-shirts, changing uniforms to be seen again, because we want to highlight the massive contribution of our diaspora to this country. Speaking of contributions, which do you think had the biggest contribution to national healthcare during the years of the pandemic? None other than Filipino healthcare workers, right? So our doctors, dentists, healthcare, biomedical technologies and everything. Am I forgetting anything? What? I won't forget that. I come from a family of nurses, as you know. And so it is with great delight that I welcome the news that 3 Filipino nurses have accepted the responsibility and the honor that goes with it of being the Grand Marshals of the Philippine Independence Day Parade 2026. I will not mention their names. There's a proper time to celebrate them. But I just wanted to know that when we came here 3 years ago, in a few days, when we came here, we had 2023, 1 Grand Marshal. That's Doc Deli over there. 2024, we had 1 Grand Marshal as well, right? And then 2025, we had 2 Grand Marshals. That's Doc Angie Cruz, Pines, and Dr. Boy Pines. And now it's 2026. We have 3 Grand Marshals. Next year, I wait for 4 Grand Marshals. Maraming salamat po, and good evening to everyone.
Thank you very much, Consul General Sanen Mangalili. What he said was correct. With the many Grand Marshals that we've had through the years, I'm really looking forward to the time when we're going to have an under 40 become a Grand Marshal. How's that for a challenge? I'm looking at the table over there, sitting behind. I'm going to challenge those young people. Maybe one day we can also be the Grand Marshals in the parade. But first, I would like to introduce to you this lady who has taken up the helm of leadership. It's really these folks that is a passionate advocate for our community and our culture. She's so accomplished that when she gave her CV earlier today, I said, this is 2.5 pages long. I don't think we can read all of it, but let me please give you the highlight because this is what makes this woman truly special. So bear with me, all right? Okay, here we go. Table number 9, you still can hear me? Yeah. Fantastic, I just want to make sure. All right, and don't forget, we have a special drink, the calamansi ni Lola. All right, don't forget to have some, but drink responsibly. Okay, 1 is good enough if you're driving. Okay, now I got your attention. Okay, and the lady I'm going to be talking about is sitting right there, shining brightly like a diamond. So from an early year, Leia learned that true leadership is not measured by recognition, but by service. She was inspired by her late father, Soylo San Juan, a respected community leader whose quiet generosity and deep compassion left a lasting imprint on everyone he helped. Watching her father give not only his resources, but the time and heart, Leia learned that lifting others is both a responsibility and a privilege. The lesson continues to guide her life today. For more than 2 decades, Leia answered that calling through unwavering service to the Filipino American community across the tri-state area. She was taken on the leadership role, not for visibility, but for impact. She brings together people, supporting organizations, and ensuring that no voice is left unheard. Known for her calm strength and collaborative spirit, Leia leads with humility, grace, and a deep respect for the community she served. Professionally, she is a semi-retired accountant and a consultant. She's also the co-founders of Business Solutions, now LLC. Her background in finance and governance has been a steady anchor in every organization she supports, reinforcing transparency, accountability, and ethical stewardship. Beyond the spreadsheets and strategy, Leia's leadership is deeply personal. She's a devoted mother of 2 sons and a proud grandmother of 4. Roles that ground her, inspire her, and continually remind her of the legacy that we leave behind. As president of the Philippine Independence Day Council, Inc. for 2026, Leia brings with her a vision rooted in unity and forward-thinking purpose. She's committed to strengthening collaboration among Filipino-American organizations, empowering the next generation of leaders, expanding cultural outreach beyond borders, and preserving the trust of the community through integrity and openness. To Leia, celebrating Philippine independence is more than just an annual tradition. It is a living promise. A promise to honor our history, to uplift our people, and to ensure that Philippine pride continues to shine here in New York and around the world. And so, with a heart of service, a steady hand for leadership, and a vision guided by compassion, she stands ready to lead PIDCI into 2026. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to now welcome to the stage your incoming president of the Philippine Independence Day Council, Inc., Ophelia Leia Frayne. This girl is on fire!
I call the past President Armand David for the turnover.
We have a new addition to the program this year. It is now the turnover of the gavel of leadership. So, holding the gavel is the 2025 president, Pidci President Armand David. He is on stage for the ceremonial handover, and I think you all can agree with me. He did a fantastic job last year, right? Armand, you are a tough act to follow. But you know what? This lady next to you is guaranteed to give you a run for your money. Let's see. But it's still early, diba? Okay, so now, as the gavel is passed, it signifies the official transfer of leadership and the trust placed in our new president to uphold the values and visions of Pidci. All right, so now outgoing President Armand David, please hand over this gavel to the incoming President Leia Frayne. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a big hand to both of our leaders, Armand David and Leia Frayne. And now, the lady of the hour has her remarks, and she will also be unveiling the 2025 theme of our parade this year. Leia.
Thank you, Armand, for passing the headache to me. Hello, well, that's a joke. As I humbly accept this gavel, I do so with deep gratitude and a strong sense of responsibility. This gavel is a symbol of leadership. It represents continuity and our shared commitment to serve the Filipino-American community with integrity and purpose. Tonight, I would like to sincerely thank our outgoing administration headed by Arman David for the solid foundation they have built. Your leadership has not only preserved the strength of this organization, but has positioned it to move forward with confidence. We are especially grateful for the seed money that you are leaving behind. You left us $1 million. Yes, an invaluable gift that reflects your careful stewardship and your genuine concern for the success of the administration that follows. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. Last year, every event was financially successful, a rare and remarkable achievement. The parade was outstanding. The cultural presentation were vibrant and meaningful, and the overall execution reflected professionalism, unity, and pride in our heritage. Most notably, an estimated 100,000 attendees joined us. An extraordinary testament to the trust and enthusiasm our community has for Philippine Independence Day Council, Inc. To the past administration, thank you for leading with vision, discipline, and heart. You leave behind not only strong finances, but an even stronger legacy. As we move forward, we do so inspired by your example, committed to building upon your success, and united in our mission to elevate our culture and serve our community. Maraming salamat po, and together, let us continue the work you so beautifully began. Tonight, we continue celebrating with a moment of reflection, gratitude, and renewed commitment. As we gather here, surrounded by leaders, community leaders, cultural bearers, and friends, we are reminded that freedom is not simply something we remember once a year. It is something we must live every day. For generations, Filipinos have carried the meaning of freedom beyond history books. We carried it in our sacrifices, in our resilience, and in our bayanihan spirit, and in our unwavering love for our homeland, wherever in the world we may be. Freedom gave us our voice, but it also gave us responsibility. As we prepare for the 2026 Philippine Independence Day celebration, Pidci proudly presents a theme that is both a tribute and a call to action. And this is, let us live the freedom we celebrate, and live the nation we love. This theme reminds us that true freedom is not passive. It is lived through integrity, compassion, service, and unity. It is reflected in how we uplift our people, support our youth and seniors, strengthen our communities, and stand together here in New York, across the United States, and around the world. To live the freedom we celebrate means honoring the sacrifices who came before us by choosing to lead with purpose today. And to lift the nation we love means ensuring that our success, our voices, and our blessing reach beyond ourselves but towards the future of our people and our country. As we unveil this theme tonight, we invite every organization, every family, every sponsor, and every volunteer to take part in this shared mission. Because when we live our freedom with intention and live our nation together, we do more than celebrate independence. We build a legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, with pride, hope, and unity, we now unveil the 2026 Pidci team. Let us live the freedom we celebrate and live the nation we love.
Once again, let me just reiterate for those people who cannot see in the back, it's let us live the freedom we celebrate and let us lift the nation we love. What a wonderful, wonderful sentiment. Thank you very much, President Leah Frame. And now we just want to say that this is a powerful call to action. The theme reminds us that independence is not just a date on the calendar, it is a responsibility, a privilege, and a promise to uplift the Philippines wherever we are in the world. Let's give a big round of applause again for this beautiful theme and for the leadership that it will bring to life. All right, and now we're going to introduce the next set of people that's going to be working doubly hard. They have a day job and then they have a night job. Their night job is PIDCI. Isn't that so? So for this introduction, I'm going to call back Leah Frame to do the introductions. But DJ Allen, let's give some fun music because we want this next team to feel welcome as they work their hardest to deliver a 26 parade that hopefully becomes better than the 25 parade. All right? Are we ready, President Leah? Very good. I'm going to give you the list here so you can call each of your members of your team.
Good evening again, everyone. Tonight, as we gather in celebration and shared purpose, we also take a moment to recognize the leaders who will help guide the Philippine Independence Day Council into a new chapter. Leadership, after all, is not about position alone. It is about service, stewardship, and the willingness to work tirelessly for the good of our community. The 2026 Executive Board of Directors represent a diverse group of professionals, advocates, and volunteers. It's bringing their own expertise, experience, and passion for preserving the heritage and strengthening our Filipino-American community. They are leaders who believe in collaboration over division, in transparency over convenience, and in unity as the foundation of progress. Together, they will oversee not only the celebration of the Philippine Independence Day, but the many initiatives that uplift our people throughout the year, supporting our youth, honoring our seniors, empowering our cultural organizations, and ensuring that our flagship parade and festival continue to reflect excellence, dignity, and pride. We are equally honored to be guided by our honorary advisor, the Consul General of the Philippines in New York, Senen Mangalile, whose presence and counsel serve as a vital bridge between our community here abroad and our beloved homeland. The Consul General's leadership, guidance, and unwavering support remind us that our work as a diaspora is deeply connected to the nation we represent. Through this partnership, we are inspired to uphold the values of diplomacy, cultural integrity, and national pride in all that we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the leaders who will carry forward our mission, our vision, and our responsibility in 2026. First, let me call our Vice President, Mariano Nomsky Aquino. Our Secretary, Joyce Andes David. Unfortunately, our Treasurer, Jubel Gulingan, is in the Philippines for some family matters or emergencies. Let me call first Betty Corrales, our Director. Eddie Bong Chavez, Director. Sol Capunan, Director. Merlin Velasco Loja. Maria Villasin Nucom. And Matt Danny Reyes. April Piamonte, a hard-working director. Of course, the oldest, they thought they are free from responsibilities, but we didn't let them go because we know they work hard. First, let me call our Executive Advisor, Arman David. And the next, she already scheduled her vacation, but when she found out that we gave her another position, she was like, okay, Chief of Staff Aida Tagle. Internal Auditor, Janet Blake. And of course, our Honorary Advisor, Consul General Senen Mangaline. He is part of the team.
All right. I am now going to introduce the Grand Marshals. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I think we need to sit first because if there are 3 people to be introduced, I now have 3 pages to introduce to all of you, di ba? Because our Grand Marshals are very, very well learned. They've accomplished so much. So allow me please to give you the proper introduction of our Grand Marshals. And let me give a little cheat sheet to our DJ. All right, so everyone, allow me now to showcase the most anticipated part of our evening's presentation, and that is the introduction of the Grand Marshals. I know some of you were earlier thinking, sino kaya? Mag-asawa ba? Mag-isa ba sila? Hindi pala, kasi tatlo po sila. Because each year, as you know, it also costs a lot more money to run a parade. We don't know the real figures, but let me tell you, it's a lot of zeros. So we're gonna need a lot of help. All right, so please allow me to introduce them to you, and forgive me, it is a long introduction, but we want to please give them the honor and the respect and recognition for all that they represent. So at the heart of our Grand Marshals is a company called RN Express. RN, right? RN stands for nurses, because the nurses have done so much for our community. And so allow me to introduce officially with their official bio. They bring decades of clinical expertise, operational insight, and unwavering commitment to excellence in healthcare staffing. So with a shared vision, they want to elevate nursing standards in New York. This trio has transformed RS Express into a trusted name in the industry. Their approach is unique. Every nurse deployed by RN Express undergoes personalized, one-on-one training led by 3 seasoned professionals. This ensures that each healthcare professional is equipped not only with the technical skills, but also the confidence and the work ethic needed to thrive in a demanding care environment. Who am I talking about? The 3 ladies are none other than Sally Nunez, President and CEO, leveraging 30 years of experience in nursing and leadership to steer the company towards growth while maintaining a strong focus on quality care. The next individual, Maria Lea Batolamak, Vice President for Human Resources and Marketing. She champions professional development, creating pathways for new nurses to gain experience and confidence. And the third one, who is not here today, Florida Lucas, Chief Finance Officer. She combines financial acumen with clinical expertise, ensuring operational strength while personally guiding nurses through in-service training. Together, Leah, Sally, and Florida embody RN's Express mission, and that is to empower nurses to uphold exceptional standards and to deliver compassionate care across healthcare facilities. So let me call on the first lady up front. Ladies and gentlemen, Sally Nunez, President and CEO. Sally has brought over 3 decades of nursing and leadership experience to RN Express Registry. Her journey began in '91 when she entered the U.S. healthcare system as a floater nurse. Through perseverance and dedication, she advanced to charge nurse, head nurse, and eventually nursing supervisor. Sally embodies every opportunity taken on roles in quality assurance, reimbursement, case management, and admissions. This gave her a deep appreciation and understanding of long-term care operations and reimbursement process. 2013, she made a pivotal decision. Let's focus full-time on RN Express. It's a company she co-founded to elevate healthcare staffing standards. Her unique perspective as both a nurse and business leader ensures that RN Express provides quality patient care and operational excellence. Sally's leadership philosophy centers on compassion, integrity, continuous improvement, making her a driving force behind the agency's success. Ladies and gentlemen, Sally Nunez. And now I want to introduce our next lady, Maria Bea Batolama. Bato Malake. That's a tongue twister. I promise you, I will learn it before the time we have a parade. Before the evening ends is a generous time frame. Thank you. Maria Lea's nursing career began in 1990 when she arrived in New York City. Over the years, she gained extensive experience across long-term care and acute care settings. Starting as a staff nurse, charge nurse, head nurse, nursing supervisor, Medicare special project coordinator, and a certified MDS coordinator. Her clinical expertise spans specialists like hemodialysis, medical, surgical, post-anesthesia care, including work at prestigious institutions like Mount Sinai Morningside and Mount Sinai Mass West. With more than 20 years of hands-on nursing experience, Leah now channels her passion into empowering nurses through RN Express. She's committed to helping new graduates and nurses lacking clinical experience to build their confidence, sharpen their skills, and grow professionally. Her approach emphasizes learning from mistakes, embracing challenges, and seeking guidance through difficult times, thereby fostering a supportive environment for career advancement. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Lea Bato Malaki. And of course, who's not here is Florida Lucas, the Chief Finance Officer. And she is the third part of this trio. And she is very important because she oversees the financial operations while staying deeply committed to clinical care. So beyond their professional work, these leaders share a deeper mission of service through Sail of Floor Foundation. This is a charitable foundation established as a way to give back to the community that shaped them. Through Sail of Floor Foundation, they actively support scholarship programs that open doors to education for deserving students, and they lead medical missions to the Philippines. They provide care, hope, and healing to underserved communities. Their foundation reflects a powerful belief that success carries a responsibility to uplift others both here and in the homeland. This spirit of bayanihan, service beyond self, is the heart of why they were chosen as the 2026 Grand Marshals. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate with me Maria Lea, Florida, and of course, Sally Nunez of RN Express. To now give their acceptance speech, may I please invite Sally and Maria Lea.
Good evening, everyone.